Hi, everybody, it's Georgia, and welcome to Mama's Meditations and Soul Food. And today is a Soul Food Day, and I'm going to be using some oracle cards called Oracle of the Mermaids. And the reason I'm going to be doing that is because it is fall and I am cold and I need to get to the ocean as soon as possible. I am committed to having a Jimmy Buffett winter. Whoever wants to join me, you know where to find me. So, a Jimmy Buffett winter, that is such a good idea. Can you think of anything better? Anyways, that's just me and my body talking. It's fall, and there are things I love about fall and the winter in Northeast Ohio. I do love to get cozy. And that is sort of what I want us to be reflecting on today is, the things to be thankful for in the present. Even though I hope I can have a Jimmy Buffett winter, I have been really working very hard at gratitude in the moment. Because if somebody were to ask me, am I happy with the circumstances of my life? I would say, well, it wasn't what I really was hoping for right at this moment. But I am happy because I see I'm taking the time to see goodness. Now, 2 days ago, I had a bad day. And we all have bad days. And it was a day that I wasn't feeling hopeful, and I was feeling stuck and kind of imprisoned and like looking at the history of my life. You do that when you get old. You look at the history of your life and you ask yourself questions. Some of them are not good questions to ask yourself. So I was just having a bad day because the questions I was asking myself yielded answers which made me unhappy about my life a little bit. But that's just life. When you get older, you're like, wow, what has my life been, and what is the quality of it now? And that's just kind of my way of charting a better course for myself, for my life. I feel as though I've gone off topic, but oh well. The present moment, that's what it was. And gratitude is it's like you can't be miserable even if your circumstances are outrageously terrible, but you can't be miserable if you take a minute to be thankful. So I have an idea before I pull my ocean manifesting card. I think we should take a deep breath. Mercury is in retrograde. It has been weird all week. I literally almost got killed driving here today. There's an energy in the air, like the world is on fire. I'm going to suggest that when we take these few breaths, that all of that energy outside and the anxiety that it creates within, we let it go. Just for a minute. It's bound to come back. If you miss it, I'm sure it'll be back. But just for a second, let's just let it go. It's so much. The world is so much sometimes, you guys. Right? So let's just take a breath and allow ourselves to invite, to exhale all that is troublesome. And breathe in all that is peaceful and good. Take a breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. One more time. It's fascinating what is so accessible through the power of breath. Like, you have to exhale, everybody. You have to inhale and you have to exhale this stuff, okay? You have to, because it's not yours to carry around. What's yours to carry around is yummy things and cozy drinks and fun cards and good friends and sweet kisses and babies and trees and all that stuff that warms your heart. That's how I want to live the rest of my life, in the warmth of my heart. Soul cage. Oh my goodness. Rescue. Escape from captivity and restriction. What I really love about this card is I have been negotiating some of my own inner prisons, because it is my own inner prisons that hold me in spaces that I really don't want to be. For example, this is an easy one. One of my inner prisons is, people don't know this about me, but I'm afraid of new social circumstances. I think everybody went through that from the pandemic. The problem is I was that way beforehand. So, and there have been times I literally have gone to buildings and don't go in. Like, it's bad. So it's just because I'm alone as someone who owns their own business a lot right now. So anyways, it's a prison, because my fear of meeting new people, I don't know what it's about. I don't think it's necessarily, maybe it is self-consciousness. I just think it's just, for me to take risks socially is a big thing. And when I'm there, I'm fine. It's just the first step. So it's a prison, though, you guys. Like these patterns of ridiculous fears, or, not trusting people, or not opening your heart. These are all patterns that are prisons, and it's a soul cage. And this is really awesome for me, because I've been, going out more and building up my confidence and making myself go places. And, I'm doing it. I'm breaking my soul cage. And that's just one example of my internal prisons that I've been working on, so I can just live more free and really have more fun, um, and have more productive work opportunities. I mean, all of things, overcoming that prison will benefit all of my entire life. So, so that's just an example. But I think part of being a healthy human being is to examine what your soul, your prisons are. And I'll just read something really quick. I don't want to make this too long, but I'll read what the book says in one paragraph. Feeling trapped, restricted, squeezed, or limited, you may be within the confines of a soul cage. The soul cage is every compromise you've ever made that cut a little of your soul off every time you lied to keep the peace. That's a powerful sentence. Every time you every time you lied just to keep the peace, you cut a little piece of your soul off. So true. Soul cage is every piece of unnecessary insurance we are sold every time we are told to live in fear, and every time we are encouraged by our culture to live as though we're in danger. This card asks you, do you wish to free yourself from the soul cage? If it need not be done all at once, for there are many bars and many chains and many locks. Isn't that the truth? But little by little, they will help you to rediscover the joys of living and according to the stories the soul wants to tell you. Once we let go of them, the soul can speak to us better. And the last sentence in that little reading said, and then you are free. That, my friends, is personal growth 101. We spend time on our mental health, our spiritual health, our emotional health, our physical health, all of our wellness, to break free of the soul cages so we can live more soulfully, whatever that means to you, and free. Freedom has been a big word for me the last few weeks. Anyways, there's a high probability I'm going to finish this soon. I've been working on it from about 10 o'clock this morning, and it's, I don't know, 2 or something like that. I'm just going to let myself enjoy it and spend the rest of the day being aware of my prisons and taking responsibility for setting my own self free. Have a great weekend. I'll see you at the beach, I hope.